Good afternoon. Thank you for joining our Proven Learning series, Proven Accounting, Accounts Receivable. Just a couple of housekeeping items to start. This is presented in a Zoom format. This is currently being recorded. We will not have a question and answer session at the end of the session. Please submit all questions to support@knmsys.com. Today, our agenda is going to be to create and print an invoice, customize and email an invoice, apply payments to invoices, the invoice screen and the filter feature, and processing a returned payment and reviewing reporting. When you first log into accounting, you will see your dashboard. To open up the sidebar, you will need to click this half moon, and you will see all of your options listed on the left-hand side. To start, we are going to click Sales, and this will populate all of the invoices that are currently created. You're going to click New Record, and we will create an invoice today. Once the information is filled out in the top portion of your invoice, we will click Add a new line item. Our quantity will be 1. We'll provide a brief description. And then we will enter the sales price. If you have taxes set up in this upper right-hand side, your tax items will automatically populate under the subtotal. Once you are satisfied with your invoice, you will click Actions and then Post. To print an invoice, you will go to Actions and then Print. Proven Web Accounting is built with a default printout. However, you can customize your own. To view the invoice as it comes, you click View Invoice, and then you will see the invoice. From here, you also have the option to email the invoice. And then you will click Send Email. If you want to view a different type of invoice template, you can click this design feature here. We're going to click this button that shows to edit. Now you can customize your invoice to how you would like to see it. Some information can be made bold. Some information can be removed or changed. We're going to change this label to invoice number. And then we will click Save. Once the invoice template is saved, we simply close, and then we can print from this template. We will choose Invoice Template 1 and then View Invoice. And now you can see my invoice number has changed, and then a few of my items here are in bold. Now that we've created an invoice and mailed it to our customer, we're going to receive the payment that they sent us. The invoice we created is right here on this line. We're going to first select the payment method and click Check. We're also going to select our location. In future versions, this will default to your defaulted location per user settings. We're going to check the box, click Actions, and then Post. It will state that post action is completed. If we wanted to receive a payment for a partial payment, we will select the invoice to receive the payment and then simply change the amount in the payment column. And again, Actions and Post. Now you see that this has refreshed from $4,325 to $2,325 because we made a $2,000 payment. Now we are going to post a prepayment. We will navigate to Customer Prepayments. We will click New Record. We will click the magnifying glass and select our customer. We will also select the job associated to the prepayment. We will select our payment method and then the amount that was paid. Once we have filled out the information pertaining to this prepayment, we will click Actions and then Post, and the prepayment will post. At this time, we will receive a prepayment ID. This prepayment shows up in our receivable screen. Now we're going to apply the prepayment we just created to an invoice. But first, we must create an invoice to apply the prepayment to. In the receivable screen, we will select our payment method, and then we will check the box for the invoice we just created and the payment we want to apply. To apply only the prepayment, we need to make sure that we are only applying the amount that the prepayment was received for. This will be a negative towards the prepayment and a positive towards the open invoice, totaling $0 for net deposit. Click Actions and then Post. This is now posted, and it shows we still have a balance of $1,284 after our prepayment was applied. Now we're going to review how to filter some screens to show you only what you want to see. For example, by default, the Invoices screen shows you all invoices created no matter what the paid status is. This could be paid or unpaid invoices. You could filter by simply typing no, and you want to see all invoices that are not paid. Or if you need to review something, you could type yes and see the invoices that are paid. Or you could take it one step further and create your own filter that will default once you come into this screen. We will click the filter button. We will click Add New Filter Criteria. We want to choose the paid column. We want to tell it that it is equal to no. This means we will see all invoices that are not paid. Then we will click Save View and we'll give it a name. And then click Add. Once added, this filter is now applied to the screen. This is indicated by the orange text in the upper left-hand corner showing unpaid invoices. Also, if you review in the paid column, all of them say no. Let's add one more filter. We are going to filter everything for a specific customer. So our original filter is here, and then it defaults to and. Then we're going to do customer number is equal to, and let's do April Reeves. Click Save View. And now we will see all items that are not paid that are associated to April Reeves. Let's clear our filter and reset. To edit an existing filter, we will click on Unpaid Invoices, and then we can edit the filter up here. So we're just going to delete April, and we're going to click Save View, and then Update. So now it shows only the items that are unpaid for all customers. Let's return a payment that was received from a customer. We will go into Posted Receivables. This will show us a list of all of the payments that we received on receivables. We're going to return the payment for this item right here. We're going to click Actions and Returned Payment. You will get a notice that says you are about to create a return payment for this receivable. We're going to say yes. It asks us if we'd like to view it now. We're going to say yes. This gives you an opportunity to change the memo. And then from here, we will simply click Post. Once posted, this will now put the information back into the screen. So we posted a $2,000 payment earlier. We just returned it, and now we have a $4,325 balance back on this same invoice once again. Let's view some reports. We're going to start with the Aged Receivable Aging Summary. By simply clicking on it, you have received a table of information. This table can then be printed by going to Tools and then Export. You can also change the date range of this report as well. Most of the time, this report is recalled with an as of date. However, you can change it to this week or this month, and then it opens up some date fields for you. Toggling back to reports. Let's go to Customer Statement. This provides you with all of the items that are available to have a customer statement printed. If you want to review just one item, we will click the magnifying glass, select the customer, and it will default to just that item. At this point, you can click Print Statement, and it will be scheduled to print. Once that printout is complete, we will see this, depending on your browser, in the upper right-hand corner, either under the bell icon or in the actual browser itself under a download button. Once the download is complete, you will go to Reports and then click Customer Statement Print. This will populate a PDF file. This will populate a PDF file that you can then print and send to your customer. We are working on the ability to email customer statements in the future. Another report that we can review is the Aged Receivable Aging Summary by Customer report. This will give you all of the items that are past due by customer. This again is simply a table that you can export either into a PDF or an Excel file, Word, or a CSV. We also have Receivables Aging by Date Summary. Instead of by customer, this is by date. Again, it produces another table. And then we also have the Invoice Taxes Paid file that will then also provide you with the taxes that were paid per each invoice, and you can also export this into Excel and or a PDF. This concludes our Proven Learning series, Proven Accounting Accounts Receivable session. Please remember there will be no Q&A at the end of the session, and to submit all questions to support@knmsys.com. Thank you so much for joining.